Good day, YouTube. This is Judge from Judge and the Omega. This is for the Judge's Corner that I want to speak about something that I saw that happened a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago. I took my wife for to the doctor, and this is a very upscale doctor's office. You see by the patient that are coming in that we're not talking about the doctor down the block. So that being said, my wife went in and I was outside in the I don't want to call it a waiting area. It's a lounge area because everything is there. Coffee, everything is there. Bagels, TV, whatever you want to do. It's beautiful hospital, beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. And the young man came in with his mom, and his mom went in, and I was watching some stuff on TV, and did not know he was talking to me because I had my headphones on. Then I saw that he was talking to me, so I took my headphones on and indulged him. And he was telling me that you know, he went to some friends of his house the other day, and this Jewish lady asked him, "Do you live here?" And he said to the lady, "Well, that seems like a you problem because um, I'm not racist, so it's like a you problem asking me, do I live here?" So I said to him, "Well, do you live there?" And he said, "No." So why did she ask you wrong? If I don't know you in the neighborhood, I'm going to ask you, "Do you live here?" I live here, so I never saw you before, so I'd ask you that. Do you live here? So I'm telling him about something that happened to me in my one of our vacation homes we have, and got to my home at about 1 o'clock in the morning. Opened the door, put my puppy in, turn off the alarm, and heard somebody in the background saying, "I need to get out of the house. I need to get off the property." They know the owner, and they're going to call the owner. So after I put the puppy in, turned off the alarm, I came back outside and I said to him, "Can I help you?" And he said, "Well, you don't belong here." I said, "Okay." So I said to him, because this is how I usually talk. I said to him, "Have you ever seen a burglar turn off the alarm, put the puppy in the house, and the puppy knew where in the house to go use the bathroom? Have you ever seen a burglar that do that?" He said, "No." As a second thing, he said, "You know the owner. Can you call him?" He said, "Well, I'm not racist." I said, "No, I just didn't." I said, "No, no, no. Never said you were racist. Glad you somebody's looking at my property, but just because somebody come to your property and ask you, 'What are you doing here?' don't mean they ever saw you there. Have no knowledge of you being there." But then first anybody says, "They're being racist." Well, I asked the question, "What are you doing there? Never seen you before. So why not ask the question?" Long story short, you say something negative about me, and that same man will hinge you up. That's that So that's not what that was about. So he continued telling me this story about um, how he feels that that society is leaving a certain people behind, and it's not fair, and he's talking about the immigration and the Jewish people and the Irish and everybody. So he's bringing up the 40 acres and a mule thing, and I said to him, "Well, think about it this way: everybody got their 40 acres and a mule, and went back and decide what they're going to do with their 40. Your 40 acres they're not going to give you because what are you going to do with it, right? Irish, Ireland, Jews, Israel, Japan, Chinese, China, everybody that America have people say wronged or felt that then they were going to be paid, which they were. Remember what I just said? Israel, Japan, all the countries. So since you're African American, shouldn't the money be going to Africa? African American, right? Should be going to Africa. So it's "Oh, no, no, because we're here." So, well, that's what I'm saying to you. The reason why that portion was not distributed is because there is a system in place, a crutch in place for certain people. There's a crutch there. And the American government has shown the world that this crutch is needed. Because if they remove the crutch, where are you going? Where are you going? You're African American. Africa, America. Where are you going? So that caught his attention, and he stood there for a while quiet. And I explained to him that I heard then his mom came out, and I heard him speak to his mom, and I spoke to him. I said to him, "You're not American." He says, "No." He told me where he's from. He was born here. So I said to him, well, I'm Jamaican American, Jamaican first, okay, and I love America, love this country. This country has provided me with things that I don't think I would even have if I was not in this country. But my grandparents had this thing where they say, you have to dance a yard before you go abroad, which means you have to practice. So when I practiced to come to this beast called America, I had my hatchet and everything cut off my piece of my pie. Because I didn't want the government giving it to me. Because I know if the government give it to me, they're going to want things if they gave it to me. So I'm saying to him, while you may sit here and you feel that everybody else have a problem, and you're saying that, what the white people have done and what the white people have done, when do you get up and say, I'm going to take care of me, right? Because I feel that at a certain point, you got to stop blaming people and start taking responsibility for these things. And I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback saying, "Oh, you don't know nothing about this." Yeah, I study history very extensively. There's a lot of patent that was made that because you were black, you couldn't present it back then. But, so a lot of white people got credit for those things that now we're finding out doing history that that's why it happened like that. Well, we knew that's why it happened like that. Well, we knew that, right? But me being from the Caribbean, there's certain things that my grandparents just told me, some words like can't, won't, couldn't. And my grandmother always tell me, you can, you will, and you must. So I took those words literally, that I can, and I will, and I must. So when we start saying I can't, or I could have, then this is where we're going to always be. Because that crutch that they put up, the hole in it there, the hole in it there, the hole in it there for you guys. For us, the hole in it there. Until we understand what that crutch is. And that crutch is a mental block that we have to remove and say, I can, I will, and I must. But until we can, will, and must, the government is going to always have that crutch to say, we cannot remove this crutch to the world, because if we remove this crutch, this is what's going to happen. And there's a part of America with the right president, not the wrong president, with the right president, believe it or not, will send this project back into turmoil. Because to them it's a project, and to them it doesn't work. Not knowing that there are so many people out there that have lived the American dream, went to the American dream, put themselves up by their bootstrap, have $1 in their pocket, and now they're millionaires. A lot of millionaires in this country don't even go to college. This is a lot of opportunity. You see a supply and demand, you could become a billionaire here. But we still have a set of people that don't understand that crutch has to be removed. Because if you don't remove that crutch, you're going to always be dependent on one person for everything. That tells you everything and what you can't do. So this is my little piece for today. I'm going to have my Omega put it up. And just let me know about what you guys feel about, people talking about oppressors. When do we say enough is enough? And this ain't about killing anybody. No. That's not what this is about. This was removed from here, Now you have to remove this again and put something else back there. What you hating that man for? When do we decide to say, he got his, time for me to get mine? Because I got mine and I still want more. Because I'm just that hungry. I'm a hungry West Indian man in America. That every time I see a door crack, I'm going to push it open, barricade it so it can never be closed, until I get what I want. And I'm going to close it. Because then everybody's got to go through the same thing. So, my advice is, stop blaming your oppressor or whatever that's supposed to mean. And I know what it means. I'm being funny. And start taking responsibility for yourselves. So you too, for that, till next time, thank you guys for hearing me. Have a nice day.